Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Excuse me. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, Spence's comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. I'm your host, Bronco Bill. My sidekick, as always, Kona Spence. Welcome, guys, each and every one of you on the last Friday of March. Can you believe we're already headed into April? Holy smokes, man. Already headed in April. You can talk, Spence. It's okay.
Amen to that. Hey, how about for a change, you tell us how your week was.
Well, my week was good. Kind of crazy weather, though, for sure. It was wonderful Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I was outside. I was grilling. I washed and waxed my wife's car on Monday, 90 degrees. Well, not waxed at 90 degrees. I had it in the garage. But I love those kind of days. Then what happens? I go to work on Wednesday, and guess what? I go to work on Wednesday, and it's drizzling and cloudy and gloomy and cold. And I'm the only one outside. I'm 66 years old. All the younger guys are inside. How'd that happen? But anyways, so I'm cold. And then Thursday was kind of so-so. Friday, today, cold again, drizzling. Then I went and picked up my son at the airport. He flew in from a business trip and came back home. I picked him up, took him home, came home, got things set up with the show and the whole bit, right? Bottom line, it was sunnier and warmer in San Diego than it was up here. It's only 75 miles away. What the heck? Anyways,
that's San Diego for you.
Yeah, but no, it was good. It was good. It was good. How about yourself, man? Doing okay? Obviously not.
Well, it depends. I feel great. I feel good. My sciatica is getting a lot better. But if you ask my wife, I'm doing this wrong, doing that wrong, doing these things wrong, it's doing everything wrong. So whatever I do, it's wrong.
You're married to Hispanic like me.
I know. And I love her to death.
I know. I love my wife to death too. Absolutely love my wife. All right, guys. Before we get into the show, real quick, when I hit the chat, David Yonkin, batting leadoff, says, it must be Friday night because here come the laughs. Very true. Very true. We try. Hey, you know what? A lot of different shows do different things, obviously. That's what we want. We don't want everybody to be the same because then it's boring. What I perceive this show to be, and you can agree or disagree, Kona, is that we have fun. We're two guys having fun, talking sports, bringing the topics to you, bringing the comments, bringing the chat and all that. And laughs are going to happen because we want it to be enjoyable to watch. We don't want it to be like, I don't know, rocket science study or something. We don't know. That ain't it. David Yonkin says he is watching UFL football. Is that on now? Did that start?
I guess.
Well, if he's watching, it must start.
Amen. Who's playing, David? I'm focused on here.
So my question to you, Spence, have you ever watched any of them?
I actually have. I've watched a few games. Hey, during the pandemic, there was we had to watch something.
Well, that's true.
Time we lost one season, but we did get some football. Yeah, I've watched a few of those games, but
do you like some of their rules?
I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah. Well, there are some rule change coming.
Oh,
we talked about it last week, and there's one down the line. Pretty sure you're going to be bringing that one up. All right. Mm-hmm. A very sad note to start the show, but I want to get it out of the way because it is sad, and I want to get into other topics. Heavyweight boxer and two-time champion Hall of Famer George Foreman has passed away at the age of 76. They said it came on suddenly, and this is all from his family said this. They said it came on suddenly. I didn't hear anything about whether or not he was ill or sick or whatever. It just happened. I don't know what happened. They didn't go into detail, which obviously they're not going to. Let me continue. Jim Lampley, who worked alongside of him with broadcasting some boxing matches and things like that and on the show, Jim Lampley had this to say about Foreman, and I quote, "His death was a massive blow to me, but I feel blessed and privileged to have known him. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and his congregation." End quote. What do you got to say on that, Kona?
You know what? Here's to George Foreman. He retired at age 28, came back, won the championship. He had a secondary life after boxing, and he looked like he was in really good health. Most boxers who go through the heavyweight division are going to have long-term effects. He didn't look like he had any long-term effects. You know, we all know the George Foreman grill. I mean, how many of those infomercials have we seen? So to make it to, I say this out of all deep respect, to make it to 76 for a boxer's life, that's pretty good. And he'll be missed. And he was truly the people's champion when he was the heavyweight champion, because he was a people person. He didn't talk trash. He didn't bully anybody. He wasn't out there trying to stir trouble. He was a people guy. So George Foreman, rest in peace. Thank you for everything you brought to our world.
Now, would you put him in the same category as a Muhammad Ali?
Yes, from a different cultural aspect, where Muhammad Ali united one effort, one type of society. George Foreman was more multiracial, more multi-inclusive of everybody. And it didn't matter race, color, skin, creed, whatever. He was inclusive of everybody. And he was a great broadcaster too. So he'll definitely be missed. And we thank his family for everything that George Foreman brought to our lives.
Yeah. I remember watching, I was watching boxing matches with my dad. And I remember those George Foreman days. He was amazing, you know, and I mean, he correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe his career was as long as Muhammad Ali's.
No. And David Yonkin brings up a good opinion there. I know, yeah, absolutely not. There was only one Ali. Yes, but that was a different generation. George Foreman was more of the 80s, 90s generation when we started getting in electronics and that type of broadcasting. Right. Ali was a once-in-a-generational type of individual. Great athlete, great boxer. George Foreman, once-in-a-generation type of boxer, yet announcer, yet broadcaster, yet communicator from all that aspect.
Going back to the UFL, David Young said just started Houston and Battlehawks. Who are Battlehawks? What state is that?
St. Louis?
Is it St. Louis, Houston, and
I don't know.
I have no idea. Does Colorado even have a team?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, we know San Diego doesn't, because they don't have any teams. Oops, sorry. I know they got the Padres. I'm sorry, Bobby, if you're watching. Could be or Julian, my grandson. Sorry, they're both Padre fans, but
hey, San Diego has Del Mar Racetrack. That's all they need.
Oh man. Good stuff. Oh, before we go any further, I'm wearing this hat because the Avalanche are playing fantastic. I'm sorry, Kona, but I'm not directing it. I know I mentioned it last night that I would say something, but I'm not going to talk about the 4-0 blanket last. Anyways,
of the Kings, yes.
But with all due respect, though, Kings are an amazing team at home. I hope we don't have to play them in the playoffs, because if they have home ice advantage over us, we're in trouble.
Actually, I hope we meet in the playoffs, because that means we're playing each other in the conference finals.
Well, that's true. That is true. You're right, because they're in a different. You're right.
So I hope we meet each other in the playoffs.
That would be good. But no, I'm actually wearing it because the Avalanche are on a roll, and I'm excited for the playoffs. 10 games left, I believe. 10 or 9 or 10 games left in the season before we hit the NHL playoffs. All right. Now, David Yonkin also says, Ali could beat you with his mind, and Foreman could beat you with his right arm.
Good point. Valid.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Now we're going to get into some football talk. You ready? Here we go. All right. Per NFL Fox, the Vikings have had discussions. This is interesting. Discussions with Aaron Rodgers. No, that's already happened. They've had discussions with former quarterback Ryan Tannehill about a potential deal. Talks are ongoing, but nothing is imminent as of right now. Ryan Tannehill, was that a good fit in Minnesota? Are they taking a step back? But here's the other point. Not only taking a step backwards from who they had last year, but are they taking a step backwards in the sense that they are ruining J.J. McCarthy's mental look at this team? The way they feel about McCarthy? I mean, what in heaven's name is going on? Oh, because he had a freaking injury? Now they turned their back on him?
Well, you do need to have an insurance policy. I think Tannehill would be a great insurance policy as either a backup, but also I think he can offer mentorship to McCarthy. And so I'm definitely
which Aaron Rodgers wouldn't provide.
Oh God. Aaron Rodgers, we'll talk about him later, but I think Tannehill
we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, the next topic.
Amen. There we go. I think Tannehill is the type of seasoned veteran who would be able to give McCarthy some wisdom. He might push him a little bit, might give him some competition, might try to get the starting job. But I think Tannehill understands that McCarthy is the future here, and there's definitely Ryan would be better, but not as a starter, as a backup. Insurance plan, a mentor, someone definitely that JJ can learn from and gain wisdom from. And should something happen, Tannehill has good experience. I actually liked him when he was in Miami.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to say Tennessee, but when he was in Miami, I liked him. I thought he had the tools. He just didn't have the weapons around him to be able to go. So
David Yonkins says, please, let's not talk about Rodgers because all he wants is attention. Good point, David. However, I don't think he's actually watching this show. But if he does, hey, if he does, he's gonna hear from us, that's for sure. Okay. I promise you, David, this is the last time we will talk about Aaron Rodgers on this show today. Anyway.
Today. Okay.
All right, here it is. J.J. McCarthy hasn't been told he's a Viking starting quarterback. McCarthy said, and I quote, this is amazing. McCarthy said, and I quote, I never want to have it given to me. It's such a privilege and opportunity to give me that chance. And I'm just going to make the most of that every single day. End quote. I don't care if that was written, scripted, whatever, or came from his heart. Bottom line is this. If he believes it, 50%, he's a better guy than Aaron Rodgers. And he needs to actually buy into it. Because if he turns sour on this as a rookie and he's asking for a trade, you think that's going to go well? I don't know.
No, look, JJ McCarthy has not done anything in the NFL yet. He got in one game, he got hurt. So he needs to kind of prove himself. So that's why you bring in Tannehill, show a little competition. But this Aaron thingamajig of whatchamacallit, okay, David, I'm done with him too. Here's why I want to hear the next story that we talk about on this show regarding that Aaron thingamajig of whatchamacallit. Aaron bleep, bleep, bleep has retired. Yay, good on. On to the next.
Okay. I guess that puts an exclamation point on Rodgers.
Let's be straight here. Sure. Aaron only wants one thing, to be the man, to know that he has the job, and to be paid $50 million a year. If you don't meet those 3 demands, he's not coming to your team. You think Pittsburgh wants him? No. Don't. Rodgers would not fit in with that culture at all. Pittsburgh is waiting for a 41-year-old quarterback, and Pittsburgh gave up on their rookie quarterback. No.
Yeah.
I don't believe so, David. So look at all the possible teams.
Quarterback?
They drafted him a year and a half ago. Oh, boy.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. But let's look at it this way. That Aaron dude thinks he is going to get one of the 32 most precious jobs and be paid like a top 5 guy. All right. If I'm an NFL owner and Aaron Rodgers wants to play for me, I'm like, great. Play for $1. Here's your contract. And you're not guaranteed the starting job.
And you're not guaranteed $1.
No. I'm guaranteeing a penny. Here.
Signing bonus. Now, going from one disaster to another disaster of a quarterback, here it is. The New York Football Giants have signed. Anyways, I know we're going to get into this, but here we go. Have signed Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal worth. Are you ready for this? What did he get in Pittsburgh? 3.5 million, 2.5. I think the minimum is 3.5.
He got paid too much.
Well, if that was too much, wait for this. 1-year deal in New York, Giants, $21 million, including 10.5 guaranteed per Adam Schefter. That's a done deal. 21 million for Russell Wilson? Holy crap.
Hello,
wow.
Vegas. Can I bet on the under of the total number of wins for the New York Giants for 2025? Great. $1,000. Thank you. No, hey, the only thing I can think of comes to mind is this. Welcome to the NFL draft for 2026. Now on the clock with the first overall pick is the New York Giants. They have 10 minutes to make their selection. I mean,
and they've come back with a quarterback.
You know what? Russell Wilson destroyed Seattle in the end. Russell Wilson destroyed.
He can't bankrupt. He couldn't bankrupt.
Destroyed the culture of the Denver Broncos.
Right.
Russell Wilson got booted out of Pittsburgh. Yeah. Okay? You had a winning record and you get booted out of Pittsburgh. Who is in their right mind is going to take a guy who's a prima donna, cares about himself, doesn't care about anybody else, and going to be successful? Important word there. Going to be successful. All right? The New York Giants, I cannot wait.
Oh, by the way, we'll get into that. We'll get into the schedule towards the end of the show. We play the Giants this year. How crazy is that? Last year we played Pittsburgh. Wilson was on the team. This year we played the Giants, and he's on the team. How crazy is that? 31 other teams he could have gone to, and we played the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't write this script, man. You can't.
I just, here's all I want to see. Russell in Mile High Stadium or whatever their sponsorship is going to be called next. Going back to pass, looks, boom.
Yeah.
Wake up call. And every Bronco fan in that stadium, and possibly Giant fans, will be standing up applauding.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Our defense is beefed up from last year. And last year we were good. So that being said, Russell Wilson better go look to his coach and go, I think I'm going to sit this one out, coach. I'm not feeling too good because he knows he's going to get drilled.
If there are any Giant fans here, I apologize. I am so sorry that you have to deal with this season. You got Jameis Winston, who will have one great game and then fall flat on his behind the rest of the season.
There you go.
There you go.
Giants has Winston that will have the most interceptions. Russell will have the most sacks.
Yeah, there you go.
That was from David Yonkin.
So if you're an NFL quarterback and you want an opportunity to succeed, go to the New York Giants, because there is 2 veterans there who are about to be done.
Sorry about that.
That was my sister-in-law just came in to say hi to me. So
nice.
Hi, sister-in-law.
Hi, sister-in-law.
And also, hi, Dad. How you doing? Hope everything's going good in Colorado. Hi, Mom, too. I'm sorry.
I wish I was in Colorado. Man,
Oh.
I do. I love Colorado. Absolutely love Colorado. Well, I've already told you many times. Fort Collins is one of my. We were in Littleton, Colorado Springs, Denver, Fort Collins, and Windsor, and Boulder.
I will tell you this. I've done this so many times. I've said it here on the air. If you ever want to go through one of the best drives.
Hang on real quick. David Yonkin says, "Can you tell I don't like Russell Wilson?" No, we didn't know. We had no clue.
No one here can't tell. I will tell you that, guys, you ever want to do one of the best drives in America, do I-70 from Utah over to Colorado. That is one of the most beautiful drives ever. You will see all types of scenery. You will see the road. You will see everything for hundreds of miles.
The road that parallels the I-70 freeway, that parallels the Colorado River, is absolutely beyond breathtaking. And then you've got the train tracks that on the other side that follow. It's just and then you go through that tunnel, the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Yep.
And it's just, oh my gosh, it's breathtaking. Just the way it was built, just the engineering that had to go into it. It is absolutely, it's people talk about here in California, and you know this, Spence, here in California, they talk about Highway 1 going along Big Sur and up around towards San Francisco and Monterey and all that. They talk about that being breathtaking. And I take it back. I was on that back in like 1980 and whatnot. And it was beautiful.
When we
but the I-70, going through that stretch along the Colorado River. I took so many pictures, dude. When we were coming back, I took picture after picture. And yeah, it was absolutely breathtaking. But he's right.
Yeah, you're talking about Glenwood Springs, where they carved the freeway out of the side.
Yep. David Yonkin says Winston will tell the media that God knows he is better than all those interceptions, and Russ will tell the media after the losses, let's ride. You know what? You are dead on, David. You are absolutely dead on. That is 100% true. 100% true. I wouldn't. Yeah, because he always says, "Well, that's right."
That was me driving it on I-70. I know
nice.
It's hard to see it, but anytime I can go to Colorado, I'm driving if possible.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. This Colorado to me was. It was a bucket list. It was an absolute bucket list for sure. And then getting the tour of Mile High Stadium was another bucket list. And I got to go to a Bronco game in Mile High, and then I've got to go. I've already been to a Cub game in Wrigley Field when I was 15, so that bucket list has been checked off way early in life.
Got to go to Coors Field.
I got to go to Coors Field. I want to see the Cubs and the Rockies at Coors Field. I really do.
Hang on. We'll look at the schedule.
Oh man, you and I can both go. That'd be great, dude. Do a road trip.
Well, unfortunately, we've got bosses that we have to ask permission.
Or a fly trip.
We got bosses we got to ask permission for, and of course, we got to give them $1,000 shopping gift card in order for us to go.
Well, yeah. Okay, while you're looking that up, let me go to a former Bronco who's going to New York. Giants? No, this is the other New York team.
Oh, okay.
The New York Jets have signed former Broncos wide receiver Josh Reynolds to a 1-year deal. And, okay, I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to break this down, guys. We just talked about Russell Wilson getting a 1-year, $21 million contract by the Giants, but the Jets are only going to pay Josh Reynolds a 1-year deal worth $5 million? $5 million for Josh Reynolds? But you're paying $21 million to a Russell Wilson? Come on, man. Josh Reynolds is better than Russell Wilson, in my opinion. I mean, I know it's apples and oranges. One's a quarterback, one's a wide receiver. But hey, I shouldn't say that. Wide receivers can catch football from any quarterback, but not any quarterback can have a good wide receiver like Josh Reynolds. So that being said, now listen to this. This is per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. Listen to this. $2.75 million of the 5 is guaranteed, but $2.25 million is not, but it's included in incentives. Come on, man. Are you really treating this guy that way?
Hey,
Seriously?
watch out for that. Come on, man. That's a copyright infringement.
What is?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. No, but
by the way,
but I'm serious. I mean, can you believe that $21 million to and 10.5 guaranteed to a Russell Wilson quarterback who hasn't done jack diddly squat since Seattle, but you're paying Josh Reynolds only 2.5 guaranteed out of a $5 million contract with incentives? That just seems preposterous. I think backwards.
you just explained the Giants organization in one simple financial term. They overpay.
Wow.
They overpay.
So, well, didn't the Broncos do that a little while back?
So just to let you know, the Cubs are in Colorado the end of August. So
the what? The Cubs are coming to Colorado end of August?
End of August. So
what days? What days? Is it weekend or weekday?
Weekend, 29th, 30th, and 31st.
Yes. 29th, 30th, 31st. That would be sweet, dude.
But here's going to be the problem.
What?
We might want to go to a Broncos preseason game. So do we
make it the same day?
How? What? We watch half of one game, go across town, and watch the other half of the game?
No, but if the Broncos are playing at night and the Cubs are playing in the afternoon, or the Rockies are playing in the afternoon, what do you mean? What do you mean?
6:40 start time on Friday, 6 o'clock start time on Saturday.
And what about Sunday?
12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Yeah, but when the preseason games are not on Sundays.
They're usually on Saturdays. So we go to the preseason game on Saturday, and then the Cubs Rockies on Sunday.
Okay, all right. I thought you said you wanted to do 2 in one day.
Well, no, I meant 2. Just do both.
See, now I've got one very, very important problem.
What's that?
See, the 27th is my wife's birthday, and the 28th is my daughter's birthday.
Guess we ain't going.
Yeah, we're not going. You think we're going to Colorado? Nope. Zero.
So here's the deal. No, we could go. That's not the problem. But when we got back,
we just can't come home.
He would be divorced.
Yeah.
Would be divorced.
We could go. We just can't come home.
You thought tonight before the show was bad, dude.
Oh, God. Hey, gotta give a shout out.
You'll come home. Hang on real quick. You'll come home. All your freaking luggage will be, all your clothes, everything will be thrown out in the front yard. You go in the house. Your key doesn't work.
No. Oh, no. I live in a community that there'll be a guard at the front gate who will be like, you're not getting past this gate. I'm like, when did we suddenly get a guard in our community?
Mr. Spence, your wife said you're not welcome here. What do you mean I'm not welcome? I live here. No. According, I'm not supposed to let you back in. Oh my gosh, dude! And there would be a sign out in front of the house if you ever got in there that said, "Hope you enjoyed your Colorado trip. Bye."
Bye.
Oh my god!
Because I'm taking you to the cleaners.
Literally,
Eddie Murphy used to say, "Hoff."
Oh my gosh, dude. I love getting off on these little tangents. They're so fun. Anyways, you want to give a shout out to somebody.
Yeah, my buddy who I know from college, Timmy. He's watching right now. So Timmy, cheers to you. I can't say his nickname because it rhymes with rock, and we're not supposed to say bad words.
Got it.
Yeah, I would do it, but
a crock of,
yes, it's
like
a family show.
You could say crock pot.
No, it's a 4-letter word starting with
know.
C, rhyming with rock. I can't say.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, you can't say. Oh, so you can't say rooster?
No, I can't say hen either.
This show, oh my gosh, it's so good. I love the show. Love the show. All right. Another person is gone to a team on the East Coast, along with the Jets is on the East Coast. The Giants are on the East Coast. Here comes another player, wide receiver, to an East Coast team. Here we go. Free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs reached agreement with the Patriots on a 3-year, $69 million deal, including $26 million guaranteed. Is Stephon Diggs worth it? Has he lost a step since he left Minnesota and that miracle catch, Minneapolis miracle catch that beat the Saints in the playoffs? Has he lost a step? And more importantly, is he worth $69 million?
No, but New England had to overpay to bring in a talented receiver to support their second-year quarterback who they believe in. I guess
May. It's May. Yeah.
Look, Stephon Diggs has always said, I want to win a Super Bowl. This smells more like I want to win the financial goal of playing in the NFL.
Now, how old is Stephon Diggs? I think he's 28. I think that's what I read, is that he's 28.
I could have sworn he is 28. I will check.
And the reason why I say that is if he feels he can't win, his best chance to win a Super Bowl was in Minnesota. There's no doubt about it. 31?
31. With a history of some injuries. Look, New England had to overpay to get somebody there with a talent level to help support and to help be a number one to their number one quarterback.
True.
You know what? If you're 31 and you're wide receiver,
he'll be 34, 35 when he's retired. I mean, when that contract's up.
Yeah, but he'll hit his 10-year point, which helps him get lifetime payments from the NFL. Because if you play for 10 years, you get a lifetime stipending, or it's like the NFL version of Social Security.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So if he can make one last big bang, I just think this is an opportunity that New England had to overpay for, because New England's reputation since 2021 is.
Well, yeah, ever since, and we'll get into that. We got this one more topic, and then we got another one. We'll get into what you're talking about with the Patriots. David Young brought in a great question. What will the contract look like now for Sutton, given Stephon Diggs' contract?
Unfortunately, in the NFL, hey, he just made this much, and I'm better than him. Pay me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to know something? You can't pay Sutton right now because some bleep has got us with dead cap space for one more year, and we'll be officially out of that.
RW. Okay.
RW.
Or we could go with the other one, AR, and say RELAX. Relax.
Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Relax. Don't do it.
Right. Copyright. Bing. No, it's okay. You only did it. You did it for less than 17 seconds. You're good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now, are you ready for this? This is your buzzsaw. Here it is. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Worthy's second update. What do you got, Spence?
Okay, so Xavier Worthy. Now, when you first brought the topic up, I hadn't
2
done
weeks
the
ago.
research on it. Apparently, he and his ex-fiance, not wife, not girlfriend, ex-fiance, got into it. There's multiple stories, but I'm gonna take this approach right now of moving forward. Xavier, if you're looking and listening to me right now, you need to take a step forward. You are going to be hunted down by every media person, every gold digger. You need to now become a professional football player. You have 1 year in this NFL. You have a ring. You've got now an unfortunate bad mark and smear mark on your reputation. Here's what I would recommend to you right now. You go and do every interview possible, starting with this show. You come out there and you say the following. Unfortunately, I was in a relationship that didn't work out. We've gone our separate ways. I wish the very best for my ex-fiance. I'm moving forward. And you keep saying that over and over when people ask you the questions. Hey, what happened? Why did we had a disagreement? We're moving forward.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Conan. It's more than that. She took him for over $150,000 when he was in jail because she made all this stuff up and everything. And his reputation, he gets accused of all this stuff. She runs around scot-free, apparently, gets a restraining order, the whole bit.
Right.
And his reputation and career could be ruined. Well, his reputation is. His career could be ruined before it even gets started.
That's if he keeps going after her. At this point, you want to know something? You got to let it go. If he keeps going after her, court case, civil trials, everything like that, it's going to get uglier, worse, and
she's going to look like the innocent one.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying, let it go.
Okay.
You want to know something? A learning experience. Now what you do moving forward is you set yourself with a curfew. You're not outside your house after 9 p.m. or 10 o'clock. You're focused on being a professional. You go do charity work. You get out in the community. You get your name out there. The last thing you need to be doing is be in a dance club, be in a bar, be out somewhere in the middle of the night, because two things are going to happen. One, you've got gold diggers who are like, oh, someone got him once, I'm going to now try to get him. Two, you're going to have media people who are looking to snap that perfect picture of you in the wrong position and ruin that tarnished image already. Start over.
Yeah, don't hang out with the people you used to before you got in the NFL. That's another thing.
Right. I would if he would come on our show and interview him, I'd say, okay, what are you looking forward to? Tell us about what you're moving forward with. Tell us what you're doing. I wouldn't get into all that crap because now what you're doing is you're just extending that bad reputation.
True.
Get rid of everything. Move on. Don't blame her. Don't start finger pointing.
And that's the thing that I read in the article. He wasn't doing. He was saying that, hey, she did this and stuff. But I'm not. I don't want to go down that road. He goes, I just want to. So apparently, he's starting to make the moves. He's starting to make the moves in the right direction. Now he needs to get in some counseling or something with the Chiefs team.
No, here's the thing. If this becomes a he said, she said played in the media, famous athlete,
he's done.
He's done. He's done.
Yep.
It's a no-win situation. You have to move forward. She stole.
Yeah.
You know what? Look at it this way. Severance pay to get away from it.
Severance pay. How the heck of a severance pay? He didn't agree on it, but hey, what the heck?
You want to know something? Think about, look down the road. Think of everything that's going to happen should he start doing civil lawsuits, litigation. Everything's going to come out.
He'll
he
be
did
removed. He'll
more.
be removed from the NFL. I mean, they'll
Yeah,
just put him
exactly.
on,
His career is going to be over.
yeah, before it even gets started. It hadn't even started yet. To tell you the truth.
Well, it started. He had a productive year for a rookie. He's got a ring.
Right.
He's with a great
Hopefully, she
organization.
didn't take the ring. I hope she didn't get that. Holy smokes!
No,
man.
oh no. Well,
Man.
you know what? Gold diggers these days. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Well, moving from that one, but that was good. That was
Hang
good.
on, we got to say hi to Rudy. Better late than never, Rudy.
Hey, there you go, Rudolfo. I don't even know if that's his real name. It's my brother-in-law from Vegas. I've never asked him that. I've never asked if his real name is Rudy or Rudolfo. Oh, could be. I have no clue. First time I've ever asked. Okay. All right. We all know about the dynasty known as the New England Patriots. But did we know the not so good love affair between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady? Well, we knew it later on down the road, but not so much earlier than that. Here we go. In a newsletter, Tom Brady admitted he left the team after a natural tension developed between head coach Bill Belichick and himself. Brady said, and I quote, "It was a kind of tension that could only be resolved by some kind of split or one of us reassuring our priorities," end quote. What's he getting at? Was he hoping that Belichick would change? And Tom Brady was a very easygoing guy. We both know that. He was a very easygoing guy. And Bill Belichick was one of those, hammer hitting the nail kind of guy. But my thought is, why wouldn't Belichick wake up and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should back off a little bit. Let Tom Brady be Tom Brady. The only reason why I'm bringing this story in is because everybody was shocked for the most part. NFL people were mainly shocked when Brady left to go to Tampa Bay. Everybody said there's no way he's going to win in Tampa Bay. He's not thinking he can't win without Belichick. Well, he proved them wrong. So my point in this topic is, why wouldn't Belichick get it through his head that, hey, it ain't me, it's him? Because he did it in Tampa Bay. So that proves it wasn't Belichick.
No, you want to know something? Belichick has been hard-headed. I mean, how many jobs did he get fired from? I know he left
Cleveland. He started in Cleveland.
Cleveland got fired. He went to New England, and he got a gift of an individual who cared more about the team than himself.
In Tom Brady.
Belichick is that drill sergeant who never evolves.
Oh, you mean Gomer Powell, USMC? That guy? Mr. Carter? No, that was a good show.
Belichick never got it. So look at what happened, and you want to answer the question to this? Look at what happened when they split. Tom went down to Tampa Bay, developed a great culture, won a Super Bowl. What did Belichick do?
Yep. Patriots haven't been the same.
And now he is being a drill sergeant at the University of North Carolina. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Excuse me. Well, that's my point. I mean, I understand these guys have egos. They have egos bigger than the freaking universe.
Right.
They think they are football, and they're not. I've heard people say good coaching produces wins. Okay, I'll give you that. But it's the players that have to execute that good coaching. Now, same with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning left the Indianapolis Colts, went to Denver, and won a championship. Why? Because he's that dang good. He's that good.
Yep.
Tom Brady did the same thing leaving New England, going to Tampa Bay, because he's that dang good. So does that mean that Belichick was irrelevant in Tom Brady's era? Or just like Kubiak was irrelevant with Peyton Manning? I mean, I keep hitting this microphone. Is that a legitimate thing to say, or am I going a little bit beyond?
I think
reality?
you might be digging into more minutia there. I think it was the culture of the teams that they went to. New England's culture was driven by Belichick. Tom Brady left Belichick, went down to Tampa Bay, where they were able to create a culture down there of growth, of winning, of being successful.
Kind of like when he got to New England when he was drafted.
Yeah, Peyton Manning left Indianapolis, well, because Indianapolis had the number 1 overall pick. Manning was coming off a neck injury. You couldn't be trusted. So where did he go? He went to a great, amazing, perfect, awesome organization in the Denver Broncos, run by the best owner this organization has ever had. And he won a championship. This is about the culture. I'll give you another example. New York Giants.
There you go. David just said it. It's the culture.
It's the culture.
Yeah.
It is the culture. New York Giants just overpaid for a quarterback who's going to make sure they have the first overall draft pick for the 2026 NFL draft.
Maybe that's why they're paying him $21 million, 10.5 guaranteed, because they're like, hey, he's going to screw it up so much. We'll get the number 1 pick, then we'll get our guy. I know that sounds preposterous and far-fetched and make-believe, but you know what? You never really know what's in the mind of owners and GMs. Just saying.
I mean, that GM for the Giants, I don't know his name, better have his resume ready to go after the 2025 season.
No, nobody's learned from the Broncos. The Broncos put the blueprint out there about what not to do. The Giants go and do it anyways. Now, granted, they didn't pay him $200 and some odd billion or whatever it was, but not billion. But hey, Victory Lab, nice to see you in the chat, buddy. Says yo. I say yo. What's up, brother?
Yo.
Then Rudy comes back and says, which is all made up. This is not true. Said, my name is Jose Jimenez Arturo Pablo Smith. He's trying to copy what I call my brother-in-law, because you know how Hispanics have like 18 names, because they take it from everybody that was born before World War I. And so my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, I say his name is Isaco Manuel Federico Garcia Pablo Fernandez. So he's just trying to copy it. Anyways,
so does that make me Spencer J. Corona Modelo Smith?
Ooh, I like that. Spencer, huh? What was that?
Spencer J. Corona Modelo Smith.
Spencer J. Corona Modelo Smith. Perfect. I love it. Mine is my Spanish name, because my name is William. No, I can't go there. I don't want to put my full name out there. Okay, never mind. I'll leave it alone. All right. Let's go to the main topic, which is Burton rejoins the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, Burton who? Hang on. The Denver Broncos have re-signed fullback Michael Burton to a 1-year deal. Terms of the contract were not disclosed. I like this signing. Why? Not a whole lot of teams do, or should say, use fullbacks. But I love fullbacks, because if you're down close to stuff, and especially if the NFL bans the tush push or the butt push or whatever I want to call it, whatever. If they want to ban that, which I think they should, that's where the fullback comes in, because the fullback is the one that just blows up the hole and allows the running back to just run up his backside. So I guess that would be a natural tush push. But I like that signing. I really, it's only 1 year. It's not, and he has great hands. By the way, I didn't know this until I read the article. He was targeted 10 times for passes, caught all 10.
Caught all 10. I was going to say that
for positive yardage. Not one single catch was for negative yards. So he's valuable in short yardage. I like that signing. I do.
Yeah, and Sean Payton loves fullbacks in his system, and I'm hoping that dropping to number 20 is a certain running back with Boise State. So if he's there and we can bring this matchup together.
Why not go from the Broncos to the Broncos? Boise State Broncos, Denver Broncos. And they're both orange and blue. The only thing we got to do is paint our field blue. I don't think the NFL would allow that. Do you?
No.
I don't think so.
I think there's a strict rule on that one.
Yeah, that would be freaking cool, man. Just one game would be freaking cool. David Young has a question. What happened to the Jackass of the Week?
Well, if you ask our wives, we're right here.
All right, the show's done. We're good. Oh my gosh, man, that was classic. I hope you heard. I hope you heard that, Clayton. That was hilarious. Clayton says, "Hey, guys!" I say, "Hey, what's up, Clayton? What's happening?" He says, "Smash that like button and share, guys." Absolutely. He goes, "Yeah, I agree." You agree with what? What's he agree?
That our wives thinks we're the jackasses of the week.
Oh, that's David. I thought that was Clayton again.
Hey, Clayton, happy birthday.
Okay, real quick. Victory, I'll get to that. Victory Lab says Henderson could end up being a better back. What do you think?
I think that's a possibility. I love Gentry, but he didn't have the level of competition that Henderson had.
Yeah, true.
So
go to the one that you were talking about. Clayton Ron says, "It was my birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday." All right, we got to do this. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Now, here's the most important question.
You got married in Vegas.
How's it feel to have this on your fingers? I mean, it doesn't come off.
The only time it comes, well.
And Clayton, remember, what's hers is hers, and what's yours is now hers.
And very importantly, happy wife, happy life. There is no rhyme for husband. Happy husband, happy nothing wrong.
Well, and of course, we all know the two most important words, right?
Cool. He loves being married. There you go. Glad. I'm glad, Clayton. I really am. I love marriage. I really do. I love marriage. I love my wife. I just love marriage. I really do. You know, some people, I can't speak for everybody, and I wouldn't, but I do. I absolutely love marriage. In fact, my wife has asked me many times. I'll get in trouble if she watches, so I'm not going to name, but she hasn't asked me many times. She asked me in the past, if she passes away before I do, will I get remarried? And I kind of hesitated at first. This was years ago, and I thought, but I was a lot younger then. And as I'm getting older, I'm not getting married. I mean, I won't live by myself. I mean, I may live in a community where it's like where you got a bunch of people around you. I live like in this little community, like a rest, like not a rest home. That sounds like I'm 90 years old, but you know what I'm talking about, right, Spence? Where you can get up and about, and you got people there, and you got neighbors. You can go, "Hi, how you doing?" Blah blah, and talk to them and stuff. Probably something like that. No, I'll never get remarried. My wife is way too special to me. I adore her dearly. There's just no way I'm getting remarried. No.
I'm in the same boat too. I waited a long time. I almost gave up trying to find the right woman until I met my wife, and I've been very happy. I've been very happy since then, or as my wife say, happily miserable. But no, we're very happy. We just celebrated 10 years being married together. So,
well, there you go. Clayton, they've been together for 10 years.
Not good. Good.
Yeah.
Congrats, Clayton.
David Young said, "How much beer made you say that?"
Not enough.
Oh my gosh, I love the show. I do. I absolutely. I look forward to Fridays. And I'll be honest with you, I enjoy doing the topics. I enjoy the interaction that Conan and I have. but I will tell you that the chat just makes it that
yeah.
much better. It makes it so much better. So much
Yeah.
better.
It's all about, it's all about you guys in the chat. Anytime
Absolutely.
you put a comment in there, we definitely will look at it, address it, talk about it. We want you to be part of this show. You know, we're just two guys chatting away here, but we love having your opinions and love having you be a part of everything here.
Holy smokes. Congrats,
Whoa,
dude.
hey.
30. Youngkin says with my wife for almost 30 years. Congratulations, man.
That's a prison sentence. I mean,
tread lightly, Kona, tread lightly. Clayton, thanks again, man. Like I said, you always touch my heart, dude. Clayton says, as always, great way to top off Friday night. I just stuff like that, man. Stuff like you. I know you guys don't have to say it, but just being in the chat, just the comments, just showing up, watching the show, whether you're in the chat, you're not in the chat, that's totally up to you. That's your preference. We just appreciate each and every one of you watching and participating in any way, shape, or form you want to. All right, Jonathan Cooper. The Denver Broncos have restructured the starting outside linebacker, Jonathan Cooper, this is fantastic, converting his $4 million roster bonus into a signing bonus, thereby freeing up $3.2 million in salary cap. Brilliant freaking move. Brilliant move.
Great move.
Brilliant.
Great move. And you know it. This is the financial wizards of the Broncos putting their best foot forward to make good use of the money to bring in more resources, valuable resources, not expensive resources, valuable resources to help out the team. So kudos to the Broncos for doing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I understand that what was it called? The Bolin Trust that was under Joe Ellis and John Elway and that whole freaking crazy mess. And then the kids got involved and they didn't want to, half of them wanted to keep the team. The other half wanted to sell. They wanted their money and millions and all kinds of stuff. Okay, whatever. That's water under the bridge. But during that time, the Broncos didn't make these type of smart moves. I know I'll get to that. They weren't making the smart moves, right? They weren't taking care of business. They were letting things, fall off the deep end, kind of, so to speak. And all of a sudden they look back going, oh, well, that was a mistake. Well, you think? The Broncos now under the Walton Penner ownership group, governed by Greg Penner and Greg Penner and what's the lady, Condoleezza Rice?
Yeah.
Those two being right there overseeing what Sean Payton and George Payton and all them are doing and making the right moves. They've got George Penner has total control. Rob Walton is funding the Broncos, along with Greg Penner and his family. But Rob Walton is the big head honchos in the whole thing. He's turned over the reins and whatnot to Greg Penner, Condoleezza Rice, and that race car driver. Can't think of his name. Anyway, but more along the lines of Greg Penner and Condoleezza Rice. They are making smart decisions, bud.
Well, here's the thing. They're making smart decisions, and the players are buying into this.
Oh, sure.
By wanting to be a part of this culture and be a part of something that can be bigger and better. So when you have ownership buying in, management buying in, and players who want to be part of the culture and be part of the team, and they see which direction this team is going, give back a few million now for the potential of a bigger payday down the road.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Before we get we got only two more topics left. We're approaching right now the 1 hour mark. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Go back to the chat real quick. David Yonkin says, I'm waiting for the warden to give me a pardon. The warden to give him a pardon? Do we skip out of that and go to the next one?
You're never gonna get a pardon.
No, or pardon me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Rudy says, I'm okay, but Spence is the deity. What the fuck does that mean? Where'd you come up with that, Rudy? What the heck, man?
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. David Young says you can tell who wants to be a team player by restructuring their contract to help the team. Absolutely. Didn't John Elway do that numerous times? Absolutely, He did. Yes, he did. So he could keep Rod Smith, Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp, defensive players. Yeah, he did all that.
The players realize if you want to make more money, you be successful more as a team, which will lead to more stuff outside of football, which will lead to a bigger contract when this expires. So you don't go for the jugular now to build something that makes you a more valuable commodity down the road.
Right. Absolutely. Victory Lap says we're building something special here. We're young and we're hungry. I totally agree. Yeah. I totally agree. We have some really good, solid veterans. That's a fact. But you need veterans to teach the younger guys how the game is played, how the Broncos team plays the game, how they go about doing things. Not every team does the same thing. So, I mean, they may do the same thing, but not the same style, the same way about going about it. Okay, next to the last topic is an NFL rule change. Here is the NFL rule change. I'm going to go off on this one, dude.
You know what? This is your topic. You take it. Go. Run with it, dude.
Here we go. The NFL has made a rule change directly targeting Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb for his signature. My fault. Signature nose wipe celebration. Rule 12, this is the NFL rule book. Rule 12, Section 3, Article 1, Paragraph D says, and I quote, any violent gesture? Is that a violent gesture? I'm going to wipe my nose. It's a violent. Hang on. I know we're getting there. Any violent gesture which shall indicate but not be limited to a throat slash, simulating firing or brandishing a gun, or using the nose wipe gesture or an act that is sexually suggestive or offensive is prohibited. End quote. No kidding. Okay, I get that. But the nose wipe? Hold on.
It gets better.
Pro Football Talk notes the nose wipe is a gang sign associated with the Bloods used to indicate someone is untrustworthy. Wow. So the NFL is banning. Wait a minute. I do that a lot on this show. I do that. Uh-oh. Am I going to get a... Oh, by the way, anybody who does that this year, coming year, and years beyond, an automatic 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. If you wipe your nose. What if my nose... excuse me, ref, but my nose was running. Well, then go to the sideline, take your helmet off, and grab a tissue.
If you do that, which is similar to this.
Well, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. But I didn't realize that's a gang sign. Wow. That's why I don't go to LA, dude. I can't wipe my nose in LA. I can't wipe my nose in LA. Because what if I have a tissue and I go like this with my tissue? Boom! Oh, shoot. I mean, I don't mean to go that, but I mean, seriously, Really?
This is why we all need to move to the western slope of Colorado, where it's peace, love, harmony.
Amen. Victor was laughing his ass off. No, but I mean, I understand. I mean, if you go like this across the throat, yeah, that is serious. You do this, that's serious. Or like what Randy Moss did against the Packers on that touchdown, where he dropped his pants and he pretended to drop his pants and give the moon to the freaking Packer fans. Yeah, that's wrong. You don't do that. Or getting the guns out and going like this, that's wrong. You can't. A nose wipe?
You know what?
I mean, what's next? You can't. What's next? You can't.
But
not Maritimo. Who is that? Carol Burnett. Can't do that because that means something.
But I applaud the NFL for trying to keep a really respectful product on the field, to not be tied into any kind of mischief of any sort. Yes, it seems.
I think around. Victor Love says dropping the pants was precious, though.
Yeah. By the way, who went on to win that game?
Green Bay.
Who went on to win that game?
Was it Green Bay?
I think Green Bay did.
That was hilarious. So I do have to admit that was
pretty funny, awesome, spectacular, but juvenile. Look, the NFL is a sports marketing entity of professionalism. They get sponsors based on their appearance on the field. When you're doing things that are not supportive of a respectful, common sense society, you've got to outlaw.
Maybe they could turn that into, hey, you need tissues, buddy. Your nose is running. That could be a commercial. Turn this into something positive. You know what I'm saying?
I
mean, CeeDee Lamb should go to Kleenex right now. Seriously. I knew I threw a name out there. But he should go to Kleenex and say, hey, I like to do a commercial doing this, saying, hey, I need tissue. My nose, I don't know, make it into something, profitable or whatever, I mean, that would be kind of cool. D-Rock is in the house, says Big Bill. I said, what's up, Big D-Rock? He follows up by saying, Spence!
Yeah! By the way, I got to correct myself. I was wrong. Minnesota did beat Green Bay in the Moon game.
Yeah, in the Moon game. In the Moon game. Oh, my gosh, dude. Hey, Jack Kenna is in the house, says, OMG, it's Billy.
Cheers.
Spence, cheers. There you go, buddy.
Ah,
that was good. That was a good finish one right there, man.
That was a good one.
That was good. I like that. All right, then. You got any more You got any follow up anymore on that nose wipe? What do we call that? Nose wipe?
You know what? It's just. I understand. Yeah, victory. We all need a drink.
You guys in the chat are absolutely over the top. I love it.
I understand where the league is coming from, and they want to make a wholesome product. So, you know what? I applaud them. Is it petty? Yeah, but is it the right thing to do?
You can't let it get to the point. Okay. And I mentioned this earlier to you, Spence, but if you do this and that's illegal, take it right above the chin, go right to the nose, you're doing the same thing. You're absolutely doing the same thing. It's just in a smaller version. And because the NFL caught the fact, according to what I read, the NFL caught the fact that it's a gang sign. And the NFL is not going to do anything dealing with gang signs. That is absolutely 1,000% forbidden.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I applaud. Look, I applaud the NFL. I see what they're doing. I see the business model they're trying to present to everybody. I see the respectability issue. You know what? Find something else to celebrate with that shows respect.
Hey, why don't you do what Terrell Davis did? Just salute and walk away like you've been there, like you've done it before.
No, do it like Barry Sanders. Just throw the football to the referee and go applaud and thank your linemen.
There you go. There you go.
You know, that. Hey, all these celebrations. I'm going on a rant here. All these celebrations, yeah, whoop-de-doo, everything like that. I want someone to say, spike the ball or give it to the referee, and then go thank the linemen because they are not in their position without those linemen doing their job.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's a thankless job. Being a lineman is a thankless job because nobody.
It's a thankless, zero appreciated job.
Yep. Let's see, Jack Kenna, and I want to ask Jack Kenna this and have him respond in the chat if he would. He said he loved the Broncos offseason so far. Ugh. Okay, my question to you, Jack, is this: what did you love about the Broncos? Because being a Raider fan, I don't think you would like anything the Broncos did. But you said you loved it out of obviously respect for what they did. But what is it that you liked the best? Was it the acquisitions from San Francisco? Was it something else? I don't know. What was it?
He just loves the fact that we beat him twice.
Jack, I know.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Don't take it personal.
Oh, I can't do this? Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can't do that.
Can't do what?
The celebration.
Oh, you can't do that. No, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh.
Victor Lap says celebrations are funny, though. They are. Some of them are good.
Some of them are good.
When you go too far.
If they're quick and they're respectful, all for it. But this organized, okay, you get here like you're trying to film a scene. Okay, you get here. Okay, all right.
They're all turning into actors.
Action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a director. Hey, come on, tick, 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 tick. Can we get? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I agree. Best celebration, Billy White Shoes Johnson.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one. That was good. I like the Terrell Davis one. I love the salute. I think that was just so awesome, just to honor. It's his way of saying, I'm honoring those soldiers with me, so to speak. And the ones in the trenches, that kind of thing.
And it's quick, it's to the point, and it's not dramatic
and blown anybody. Out. Well, it might offend people of the left. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Can't talk about politics.
We can't talk about that way.
I could talk about the left. We got left, we got right, we got up, we got down, we got east, we got whatever. All right. Anyways.
Hey, okay. We're here on the left coast. There you go.
Yeah. Jack Kenna responding to the question says, I loved and respect what you got from both San Francisco signings from San Francisco and linebacker and cornerback. But don't forget eight in a row losses. You can have you can have your 2 wins in a row.
Oh.
Hey, but you know what? The eight losses in a row are in the past.
Hey, Jack, when's the last time you guys were in the playoffs?
Anyways, moving on. We don't need to alienate our audience.
Oh, I know.
But Jack's a cool guy. Jack's a cool guy. I like Jack.
No, hey, and you know what, Jack? The Raiders are a quarterback away from making a step forward. Please do not get Aaron Rodgers. Please.
Why, you fear him?
No. Honestly, this is my dream. All 4 teams from the AFC West make the playoffs. That I would like.
Oh, there you go. How about that one? The salsa dance by Victor Cruz.
Hey, quick and to the point. There you go.
That was good. Little thing like, that's good. I like that. That was a good call, Vic. That was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last topic for the last Broncos Buzz in March.
Okay.
in March. Spencer got worried. He's like, oh, crap. I'm fired.
Oh, man. No. Where's that pink slip that I had here?
That's all good, man. Joe. So right there, Jack Kenneth says Raiders already traded for Geno Smith for a 3rd round man. What do you think about Geno Smith? Oh, speaking of Raiders, Jack, I want to bring this up. Speaking of Raiders, speaking of Geno Smith, guess who we're having on the show as our guest next week, Spence?
Oh, do tell.
We are having the show that spawned off or spurned off or spun off. I'm not spawned off. I'm not creating anything here. Anyways, moving on. It spun off of the show. One of my coworkers at the golf course started his own show with a buddy of his, and it's called Whiskey Seltzer. Okay. Now, it's not like any of our shows. They're in their 20s, and if you don't understand 20 or 30-year-old lingo, you'll be lost like I am. But anyways, we're going to have them on the show next week. I'm promoting. I keep having to say me and Spence are promoting their show to get them familiarized with doing a live show. It'll be their first ever live show. They've done nothing but recorded shows. So, Jack, I'd like you to be in the chat. We're going to bring Raider topics in. They are Raider fans. It's going to be fun. And I just want to throw that out there, guys. That's next week at 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like always, we will have on Whiskey Seltzer. Okay. And that's why I want to find out about that's why let's see. Victor Knapp said Geno ain't good. Good job, Raiders. You know, sometimes when you go to another team and you have a different coach, and Pete Carroll is no rookie coach. Pete Carroll knows what he's doing. He knows how to take quarterbacks and make them better. He had Geno Smith in Seattle. So it's familiarity, if nothing else. So why not? Why not?
Hey, I give them a chance.
Thanks.
But they need to surround themselves with some. Look, the Raiders with Tom Brady have to get a culture of wanting to win, not like their owner who wants to make just money and doesn't care about winning. The Raiders have to get a culture again about just win, baby. And I hope they get there. Again, my dream is that 4 teams from the AFC West make the playoffs. Broncos, then Raiders, then Chargers, then the Chiefs can be the 7th seed.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think that all 4 teams have ever swept. Victor Lop says getting Pete was a good move. I think so too. It just made the AFC West that much stronger. That much stronger. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't bring this in the show, but I saw it right before the show, right before we get to the last topic. I'll bring this in. The Baltimore Ravens have extended is it John or Jack Harbaugh, whoever Harbaugh it is in Baltimore? They extended the contract 3 more years. So Harbaugh is solidified in Baltimore for the next 3 years. Season 25, 26, and 27. Guaranteed.
And I just got some information from a buddy of mine who's a manager at a sports book in Las Vegas. And he said the initial numbers I asked him for 2 teams, the initial win totals over under. Denver Broncos, 9.5. What do you think are the New York Giants?
6.5.
4.5.
Woo! With Russell Wilson. Yeah. You know what that equates to? A little under $7 million a win.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I hope the Giants are happy.
Yeah,
if they go 4.5 wins, guess what? They'll probably get the number 1 spot. Bingo. That's exactly what you said earlier in the show. There you go.
Bingo. I mean, the Giants organization right now is going.
They're a mess. Oh, yeah, they're toilet. But God, I keep hitting this microphone. Would I hit the microphone? Seriously, do you guys hear it?
Sounds like you cracked your neck.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not good. Yeah, it's the arm. I need to figure out a better location. I kind of like the way the microphone sits and all. It's just when I hit it, the arm moves and hits this cabinet. So anyway, all right. Last topic for tonight's show, and it's the Broncos schedule. And even though we're not going to give out wins and losses in this. This is only about the teams that we're playing home and away, and the comments I would like to get from you, Spence, as well as ones in the chat are: is this an easier schedule than last year? an equal schedule to last year or a harder schedule to last year. So here we go. The away games I'm going to do first. No, actually, I'm going to do the home games. I'm going to do the home games first. Jacksonville Jaguars. We don't know the dates or the months or the times, okay? Jacksonville Jaguars, Tennessee Titans, Dallas Cowboys, New York Football Giants with Russell Wilson, Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh, that'll be a great game.
And Green Bay Packers. Those are the Broncos' home games. And yes, we have a 9th home game this year because last year we only had 8 and we had 9 road. This year it alternates. So this year, every odd number, the Broncos will get the odd number home game, number 9. So that's how you guys can remember it. Okay. The away games. And of course, I didn't mention the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Chiefs, because that's our division. We know that. Okay. These are teams not in our division. Away games. Houston Texans. That'll be tough.
Great game.
That'll be tough. Indianapolis Colts.
We can win that.
Yeah, but they got a new quarterback now.
We can win that.
Okay. I'm going to skip over the next one. The Washington Redskins, Commanders. That's going to be tough because they got that rookie kid. We got our rookie kid. And New York Jets.
We can win that.
Now, the other game that I skipped over, on the road, we play the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Uh-oh. That's a loss, dude. I mean, I'm not giving wins or losses, but that to me, right off the bat's a loss. There's no way we're beating the Eagles.
So overall,
not in Philadelphia.
Overall, I think it's a slightly tougher schedule.
Given the Eagles, and who? Who else?
Well, no, because last year we had to face the NFC South and we whipped all 4 of those teams.
Right.
This year we have to face the NFC East, and honestly,
they're tough. They're got Cowboys, Redskins, Eagles, and Giants.
Yeah, I see us probably going 2-2, losing both of the road games to the Eagles.
Eagles and Redskins? Come on, man. Hey, man, what have you been drinking? What do you got in that cup?
Not enough.
I guess not, because you're still blurry-eyed saying the Redskins will beat us.
Well,
wait a minute, but you got a point because they beat Detroit in Detroit.
Yes. They made it to the NFC Championship game.
Yep, good point.
And they're retooling, and they've got their quarterback in position already.
Well, so do we.
I think that's going to be a tough game. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had us going 10-7 based on the initial schedule.
That's what we had last year. So it's not a harder schedule then. It's equal.
I think it's slightly harder because of the NFC opponents that we face. But overall, I still think we get to 10 wins. So take the over on the over-under wins right now at 9.5.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, if you're locked in at 9.5, you're locked in. Even if it goes up to 10 or 11, you're still locked in at 9.5.
Well, can't wager yet because they always wait until after the draft to come out with the over-under and wins. But my buddy sent me all those. Oh, did he send me the Raiders? Yep, Raiders 5.5 wins.
Whoo! Sorry, Jack. They got the Raiders. Vegas has Raiders at 5.5. And the Raiders play in Vegas. I mean, that's like your backyard, just cutting your legs out from under you.
Several teams he has at 11.5 wins, including the Eagles.
I figured the Eagles,
the Chiefs, the Bills, and
Victory Lap says the Broncos with 12 wins. Holy smokes, dude!
Yeah.
Okay. I just got a cold.
12 wins, babe. I could see it. I had question marks on Green Bay at home, KC at home, and Houston on the road. Okay. I thought those were winnable, but not something I would put in the win column yet. But I'm just waiting for the draft. I'm excited for the draft coming up. I want to see how the Broncos, who they're going to go after, and what positions of need do they go for.
Jack Kenneth says, hey, the Raiders last year, it was 4.5 wins. At least it's an improvement.
There you go. Positive reinforcement, Jack. I like that.
I was just going to say, Jack, you're looking on the positive side. That's fantastic. I know that was the last topic. I know, Kona, that you're inside 5 minutes before you don't have to go nowhere.
No, my daughter's basketball season ended. They all went out to dinner, and so I've got peace and quiet and tranquility. So
your wife is taking out everything that she was upset about with you prior to the show. She's going out and she's indulging herself in food.
Using my credit card.
That's how she gets back at you. Yeah, exactly, man.
That's a good wife.
That's a good wife. Absolutely. Okay, you're right.
Down to the last goal.
Well, I know you got more than that.
Nope.
Where's your other cans?
I'm not allowed to have more than 3 cans, or else I get in big trouble.
Oh. All right. Good. Okay.
It used to be 4, but then I got lectured. It's like, you cannot have 4. No. You're not going to do that during the show. And it's like, okay, I'll go down to 3.
Perfect.
Who knows? Next week I might have to go down to 2.
If you're on next week, she may cut your legs off from under you.
She won't cut my legs off.
Anyways, wrapping up the show. Some people call it a third. Anyways, but I'm not endowed that way. Anyways, moving on to the end of the show. Did I really say that? Thanks again to each and almost lost what I was going to say. Thanks again to each and everyone in the chat. Absolutely appreciate it. Every single Friday, you guys are the best. We mentioned that many times before. The show would never be anywhere near as good, not even close to good, as well as it is when you guys are here. You bring the topics or the comments. You bring the laughter. You bring us to laugh. I think I can speak for Kona. You know, it's true, isn't it, right, buddy?
Oh no! Hey! The more comments, the better. We love your interaction. Disagree, call us names. Agree, bring opinions. Whatever. We love having your opinions here, and we just got to thank everybody. So starting with David Yonkin, thank you so much, David.
Go down the list.
Your interaction. Rudy, thank you so much for everything. Vic, I appreciate your victory lap. My buddy Timmy.
There you go.
Appreciate that. Clayton, always love hearing from you. By the way, was Clayton the one who was in the hospital last week, or was that someone else?
Oh, that was someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was. Go on. I'll think of it.
Yeah, and D-Rog, thank you so much for everything. Jack Kenna, appreciate your Raiders perspective and your point of view, and love having you here in the chat. And I think we got everybody. Yes. Not bad for an off-season podcast.
Yep. No, not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. You know, summer's around the corner. It's, people are out and about doing things. Spring is happening. Daylight's out longer. So we just really appreciate each and every one of you. When you can drop in, when you do drop in, your loyalty to the show, really, really do appreciate. You guys are the best. That's it. That's all we have. I already blew it. That's it. That's all we have. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have not, please do so. It costs you nothing, helps out the channel tremendously. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification so you don't miss a show, which we will have every single Friday moving forward. Thanks again, guys, for everything you do, for watching, participating. Cheers goes out to you. Kona is going to send us out with whatever you got to say. We will see you. I'm not ending it, but we will see you next Friday, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take it away, Spence.
Love you, honey. Thank you for letting me do the show with Bronco Bill.
Oh, I thought you were saying love you, honey, for all the people out there. All right, guys, we are done. See you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Teach everybody.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down 'cause the